Imagine crossing a street in Silicon Valley, and instead of the usual walk signal, you hear Elon Musk's voice joking about buying a Cybertruck and feeling alone. That's exactly what happened this weekend, as hackers turned crosswalks into a stage for AI-generated satire. Stay tuned to find out how this prank unfolded and what it says about tech security. Welcome to the Elon Daily News. This podcast is created by Generative AI. Today is 15 April 2025, and we're diving into the latest headlines featuring Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink. Let's start with a major shakeup in public infrastructure security. Over the weekend, several crosswalks in Palo Alto, Menlo Park, and Redwood City were hacked to play AI-generated voices mimicking Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. Instead of the standard crossing instructions, pedestrians were greeted by Musk's voice, making tongue-in-cheek remarks about Cybertrucks and loneliness, while Zuckerberg's voice poked fun at AI's pervasive influence. These crosswalks, designed to help visually impaired people, became the center of a viral prank, with videos circulating widely on social media. City officials quickly disabled the feature and launched investigations, but the incident highlights how vulnerable connected public devices can be, especially when default security settings are overlooked. The manufacturer, Polara, has yet to comment, and the hackers remain unidentified. The hack has reignited debates about the security of smart city infrastructure and the cultural tensions swirling around tech leaders like Musk and Zuckerberg. Shifting gears, Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, is under intense scrutiny for slashing billions in funding for maternal and child health care, despite Musk's vocal concerns about declining birth rates. The cuts have forced clinics like Sanctuary Medicine in Brooklyn to halt operations, cancelling vital services such as lactation appointments and home visits for pregnant women. Over $10 billion in grants from the Department of Health and Human Services have been cancelled, disproportionately impacting Medicaid recipients and underserved communities, especially Black and brown women, who already face higher maternal mortality rates. The irony is hard to miss. While Musk champions higher birth rates and supports fertility research, his administration's policies are making it harder for mothers and babies to access essential care. The funding cuts extend to children's health programs, including behavioral health and vaccination initiatives, and have been justified under an anti-woke agenda that censors terms like women and black in grant language. The backlash has been fierce, with criticism coming from across the political spectrum. Healthcare providers are scrambling to fill the gaps, but experts warn that the long-term consequences will be increased suffering and higher healthcare costs. In another story raising serious ethical and legal questions, a whistleblower at the National Labor Relations Board has accused DOGE, the Musk-led government team, of accessing and potentially exfiltrating sensitive labor data. According to IT staffer Daniel Baroulis, DOGE engineers demanded high-level access, disabled monitoring tools, deleted activity logs, and installed software that could facilitate covert data extraction. There was a notable spike in outbound data, about 10 gigabytes, raising alarms about the possible exposure of confidential union organizing information and legal strategies. The situation escalated when suspicious login attempts from a Russian IP address were detected using DOGE credentials. Despite internal denials, forensic evidence suggests a breach did occur. The whistleblower has faced intimidation, including threatening notes and drone surveillance. Labor law experts warn that this breach could intimidate union organizers and benefit companies like SpaceX, which is involved in ongoing NLRB cases. The incident is part of a broader pattern of DOGE bypassing cybersecurity protocols across federal agencies, raising concerns about privacy, conflicts of interest, and government data security. On a different front, Starlink, Musk's satellite internet venture, is rapidly transforming Nigeria's digital landscape. Since launching in January 2023, Starlink has amassed over 65,000 users, making it the country's second-largest internet provider. Analysts predict it will soon take the top spot, thanks to its reliable, high-speed service, something local ISPs have struggled to deliver. Starlink's growth has disrupted the market, forcing competitors to innovate or risk fading away. However, Its dominance has sparked national security concerns, with government and military institutions wary of relying on a foreign-owned network. For everyday Nigerians, though, Starlink has brought much-needed connectivity, improving work and daily life. The story underscores how Musk's ventures continue to reshape industries far beyond Silicon Valley. Turning to the world of ideas, two recent articles take a critical look at Musk's broader vision and influence. The first, Elon Musk's Artificial God, explores how Musk and other Silicon Valley elites view artificial intelligence not just as a tool, but as a quasi-religious force that could insulate them from societal constraints. The piece argues that Musk's warnings about AI risks, combined with his aggressive development of the technology, reflect a desire to control a godlike AI and secure his own legacy. This worldview ties into his pronatalist beliefs and a broader culture among tech elites that seeks to consolidate power and escape accountability. The article warns that this techno-religious narrative risks deepening inequality and undermining democracy, as AI is used to replace workers and suppress dissent. A related article, The Rise of End-Times Fascism, situates Musk within a growing movement among wealthy libertarians and far-right thinkers who envision elite survival enclaves, so-called freedom cities, as bunkers against global collapse. This ideology, which blends apocalyptic religious themes with high-tech escapism, sees space colonization and AI as ways for the elite to escape environmental and social crises they may be accelerating through deregulation and resource exploitation. The authors argue that this mindset rejects collective responsibility and democracy, instead embracing exclusion and supremacy. They call for a renewed commitment to solidarity and care for the planet, warning that the stakes are nothing less than the survival of humanity. That wraps up today's episode of the Elon Daily News. All the stories we discussed can be found in the episode notes. Remember, the content here reflects news items circulating in public media and does not represent our own opinions. Thanks for listening, and join us tomorrow for more updates on Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink.